Today I'm going to show you 3 tips and tricks on how to use the Beautycounter Cream eyeshadows. Now there are 10 brand new colors and the formula is so beautiful. It does not crease, it does not go anywhere, it stays all day. It is so simple to apply. Like anything, you got to get your hands dirty in them and play with them for a little bit to figure out what works for you, application, and what your personal preference is. So here's a few tips. My first tip is you can take one of the 3 lightest shades and just put it all the way across your eye. So I have all my makeup on right now. I have my eyelashes curled already, and I'm taking Luster and I'm just going to apply it on my entire lid, and then I'm going to bring it to the inner corner of my eye to get that darkened area a little bit more bright, and then I'm going to bring it up underneath my brow bone. Now I'm not even going to touch the shadow with my fingers. I'm just going to use this application brush for the whole thing. You can use it to smooth it out. With this formula, it's also buildable. So once this dries, if you want a little bit more pigment, you can go back in and build the pigment to your preference. Okay, so here you go. You just have a bright, fresh, clean eye, one color across the whole entire thing. Okay, then you can use one of the darker tones. We have 3 darker tones: Ember, Dusk, and Prism. I'm going to use this pretty ember color, and you can use this for an eyeliner. Now I'm going to show you a trick with this that makes the eyeliner application super easy. So all of the cream shadows come in a little box like this. So if you keep your box and you tear it apart along the seam so that it's you're using just the perfect cardboard. These are so pretty. The packaging, it's glass, so it's really pretty. Just make sure that there's not a ton of product there on the end so it's goopy or anything. So your brush should look like this, and I'm going to use this very tip to do top eyeliner. So I'm going to start at the very center of, or middle, and I'm just going to bring the line out. And then when your lashes, when you get to almost the end of your lash line, bring this cardboard box right here. You could lightly press it against your skin. Okay, so there you go. I did a little bit too hard because you can see the line from the cardboard box. So I'm gonna just grab my little beauty blender and it'll probably go away in a little bit. Okay, but see how I got that perfect edge on the end with this box? It's not too thick, it's not too crazy, it's super soft because it's a shadow. Basically, it's the same concept as using powder shadow, but it's just more concentrated and the powder isn't going anywhere. So then I'm going to bring it along the bottom lash line with that same tip. I did not re-dip my brush. And it just makes for a super smooth, soft bottom liner. Again, not too harsh, not too thick. There you have it. This was Ember. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys Sepia. It's really pretty gold. And it's gonna, this third tip is how to make a little bit more of a dramatic eye using the cream shadows. So this is sepia, and I have, I might just to start, take off some of the product a little bit. I'm gonna drag it across my lid. And again, I'm going to be very strategic on where I place this because I want to use this applicator as my tool. If needed, I can use my middle finger, and I also have a few of my shadow brushes, but I'm really trying to show you guys how easy it is to do with just the applicator that it comes with, okay? So I am doing just my lid. Okay, and I'm bringing it out to the edge and kind of making a C motion out here, half circle, okay? So now this is a little bit, the contrast is a little bit too harsh for me, my preference, so I'm just gonna take my middle finger, my ring finger, excuse me, and I'm just going to soften out that line. I'm just tapping up and down so the pigment blends. Okay. I'm gonna use a little bit more up here. All right, so you could just do one pigment on your eyelid, or you can go back and I'm going to show you a new color, Dusk. Just to give even more of a smoky eye here on the edges. Again, trying to be strategic where I place my applicator tool to use it to my benefit. Okay, so I'm gonna take that same ring finger and just blend that out a little bit. Okay, so look at that smoky eye. Then I'm going to take my luster again, and I'm just gonna brighten up this inner corner a little bit more. You can see how you build it. Okay, now I'm gonna take my pinky finger. Let's see if this works with my nail. And I'm just gonna blend that a little bit. Okay. There you go. You have a little bit of a smoky eye, you have your liner, you have your highlight underneath your brow bone. You could even bring it up a little bit more. And then you can always use just a clean, dry shadow brush and just buff out these edges even a little bit more. I think I actually might bring mine up a little bit. Sepia. See how you got to play with it? It's totally okay to play with and get your personal recipe all figured out. So now this is the clean dry, and I'm just gonna buff it out. Okay, that's more me. Now let me show you the mascara. This is the Think Big Beauty Counter Mascara. And again, my lashes were already curled. All right, there you go.